It's 1 minute till showtime.
Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all. Oh, a word of caution. Don't drive over 10 miles an hour in the theater area for your safety's sake. And Mom or Pop, go with the kids when they leave the car. We hope you have a wonderful time. And now, on with the show.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. My name's Jim. This is More Sunshine, Please, the Tuesday evening live stream. Thanks for being here. Coming up on the show, I'm going to drink some coffee. We're going to play our game. I've got a top 15 list. But before we do any of that, you may know that this is the time I like to celebrate the first three people that make their way into the chat for the live stream. So we're going to do that right now. And we're going to hand out some phony Olympic medals. It's not even the Olympics, but what are you going to do? All right, let's... Oh, I like this. Congratulations to Jamie, who posted a timestamped the chat there. 7:42 p.m. yesterday. Paul Eichenlaub has our silver medal. Congratulations there. And Laura. So, with the bronze. Two of the top three there in the same house. All right. Thanks for playing. Let's see. That was, how close was that? That was 1 minute apart. Jamie edged out Paul by 1 minute. Very exciting. All right, let's skip ahead to today, because that happened yesterday. And we are... Oh, okay. So, scrolling. Sorry. This is fascinating, I'm sure. Paul Eichenlaub was back at about 5:30. All right. I feel you two pushing the button. I don't know. I did not this time. There's Francisco at 6:23. Hello, Francisco. How are you? And Jamie's back. There's Mary Ellen, who has her own amazing live stream on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. Check that out. It's a lot of fun. And scrolling. And there's Gloria. Hello, Gloria. Hope you're doing well. It's Joey's World. Hi. Thanks for being here. And scrolling. Michelle the Quilter, hello to you. Thanks for hanging out with us. John! I just said that the way he said my name. And Jason's also here. Welcome in. And Ben! Welcome. Yeah, thank you. Right back at you yesterday. And Timothy Rainwaters, hello to you. All right, let's. I think I'm caught up for now. And I feel bad because those that come in a bit late, I don't always catch them. I try to, but this is a one-man show, so I do my best. What's going on? Oh, I'm back to work. I'm a teacher, as many of you know. Tomorrow is open house already. I don't love it. What are you going to do? But it promises to be a pretty good year. I'm satisfied with my schedule. And my room right now is as clean as it will ever be. I still have to set up my computer lab, but the classroom part, I've done a lot. For example, I have a place where it was just a mountain of spaghetti with cables and things plugged in, and I straightened all that out, kind of out of necessity. Well, not out of necessity. I didn't have to do it. But what made it easier to do and to tackle was that over the summer they are putting a speaker system, not a great speaker system, in everybody's classroom to connect to their boards, the new line panels that replaced everybody's whiteboards. We don't have the speakers, but what was installed was the house where it's going to be mounted to the wall and the connections to that. Anyway, they moved a lot of stuff around, and I thought, well, it's now or never. Let's clean up your own mess. And I did, and I'm pretty happy. It's nothing nobody else in the world cares about or will necessarily see, but I know it, so it makes me feel better. What's this? Our World Series hopes of Cubs and Tigers are sinking slowly. I assume you're talking about the Cubs and Tigers' recent struggles. Let's get into it. It's Tiger time. Last week I showed you how two 6-game losing streaks in a row, separated only by a Tarek Skubal masterpiece. Tigers lost 12 of 13, and I had been showing you how they were the best team in baseball with the best record, and last week they were like 5th or 6th or whatever. Well, they snapped out of their doldrums, and they are now back to having a share of the best record in the American League. The Milwaukee Brewers are still on fire. They're doing really well, and they have a 3-game lead. Now, I show you this. Nobody pays attention to all of Major League Baseball, really. You know, they might separate it into American League and National League, but I have been, because the Tigers have been because they've had the best record in baseball, I show you all of Major League Baseball, and I continue to do that. I think last week they had lost 9 of 10 or something silly like that. If you can see on that second most right column, there's a better way to say that. They're 6-4 in their last 10, so they're doing better. They won last night. Minnesota's in town. However, they just started at 6:40 p.m. hosting Minnesota again, and a guy named Paddock, who they acquired right before the trade deadline. I forget where he's from. Is he from Minnesota? I don't remember. I'm not that familiar with him. Anyway, he gave up 3 runs in the first. Tigers are down 3-0 after 2. Actually, bottom of the second inning. It took them a while to score yesterday, and then they ended up winning 6-3, 7-3, something like that. Anyway, you know who else is playing? The Detroit Lions played a game. Well, they were in a game. Preseason NFL football started. They were in the Hall of Fame game. They played the Los Angeles Chargers, and I'll show you this image. I'm not even going to show you the score. This was the very first play of the game, and I don't know if you can tell, but the ball is coming loose. This was the initial kickoff, and the Lions fumbled. The Chargers recovered, and long story short, Lions go down 34-7 or something like that. I'm going to stop the music. It's a preseason game. It means nothing. None of the starters played. The closest that a starter played was our second string quarterback. Actually, it's still a battle for second string, I think. But Hendon Hooker and the guy Kyle Allen is the other backup quarterback. They both played a half. Neither of them shined. But again, it means nothing. It's the first game. It was July NFL football. And that's, I don't think, ever good. August football is just barely better. September football, still not great. And you kind of have to wait till October to see some great football. So we're waiting, but this is the time of year where teams, they see who can. They have to whittle down their rosters to a 52-man roster. I think that's right. And they have 90 guys in camp, so they're tryouts essentially. So it is weird saying July football, but that's what it was. I mean, it was the only game in July, but it was July football. What's going on? Oh, for those of you that watch PTV Live, Pepper Tree Villa's live stream on Monday nights, perhaps you noticed I wasn't there. I wasn't in the chat. That's because yesterday night, our AC stopped pumping out cold air. And it was a warm day yesterday. I think we had a high of 95. Now, it wasn't quite that hot when our AC stopped working well, but it was still quite warm. So instead of watching PTV Live, I was busy we have a window air conditioning unit, and I put that in Annabelle's room so she was comfortable. We have another Rolly portable AC unit that we can hook up to a window with a plastic tube. And I'll say those things worked well. They were lifesavers. I also have a number of fans. We had 3 or 4 fans going. We also have a ceiling fan that we took advantage of. Anyway, it took a while, but I was able to get things comfortable for the evening. Slept well, despite the warm temperatures. But I wasn't able to catch PTV Live live. But I did watch the replay, and I saw Ben's maybe the greatest shirt he owns. And if you want to see it, check out the replay on the Pepper Tree Villa YouTube channel. And it's still 3-0 on top of the third inning. I'll stop. That's the last of the Detroit Tiger updates. Unless I see that they scored, then I'm going to mention it. So what's going on? Oh, anyway, so the fans are. What's funny is they're hybrid fans, meaning that they can be battery powered or you can plug them in. And I was preparing things like a power outage, and I was getting the batteries all set for the fans, and it took me maybe 10 minutes before I realized, wait a minute, we still have our power, we just don't have our air conditioning. So that was kind of funny. Soon, when hurricane season is in the midst, maybe when we're under the threat of a hurricane, I will devote a segment to this show to show you what I've done to prepare for power outages and stuff. It's not a lot or a huge deal. It's not like we got a whole home battery backup system or whole home generator, but I did get some things that I think we were able to test out and should get us through, I would think, a couple of days without power. But we'll see. There's Charlie and or Stacy. Welcome. Welcome in. All right. Where are we now? Okay. Oh, let's have a coffee break.
Great coffee is easy, Mrs. Olson.
Coffee's for closers only.
I set high standards for myself. I set high standards for my coffee.
Picks you up, calms you down. It's the lifeblood that drives the dreams of champions.
I do not have coffee candy this week, nor am I here to talk about a coffee myth. I'm just going to tell you what I'm drinking right now, and it's not from an animal, but maybe a year ago, maybe not quite a year ago, maybe, I don't know when it was, but my son and I went to get breakfast or brunch at a place called First Watch, which is a brunch, breakfast, lunch type place. It's a chain. They have a number of locations around here. I don't know if they have them where you are, but it's all right. But we don't go there often. And what I remember most about that meal was the coffee, and I thought it was particularly delicious. And I asked our server, "What is this coffee?" And she pointed to near the cash register, and she told me the name of the coffee. And she said, "We actually sell it here." And at the time, I did not purchase it, but she told me the name, and I kind of forgot about it after that. Well, in the midst of me getting the house comfortable for the evening, one of the things I did is I replaced one of our air filters. We have 3 to replace in the house, and the only one I didn't have a replacement for was the one I needed to change. And so I ran to Publix to see if they had the right sized air filter. They did. So I got that. I got bananas. And while I was there, I went down the coffee aisle just to see what they had. And I saw this on there, on the shelf. This is Fairhope Roasting Company's Light Roast, their breakfast blend. And I saw that, and I said to myself, I think, if I remember correctly, this is what they had at First Watch. And I'm not going to waste this opportunity. I need to feel a bit better about things. With our AC going down, I was in the dumps. Not really. I was in fix-it mode as much as I can. I don't know anything about AC, but I could make the house more comfortable until a certified technician can come out here. Anyway, I did purchase this. Because I'm back at work, I'm not drinking coffee at home, but I made a pot and set it on the timer for the rest of the family. And they enjoyed it. My wife said it was delicious. And that's what I'm drinking out of my More Sunshine Please mug, which, frankly, I don't know if it's a fair test of this coffee, because all coffee tastes 38% better in this mug. Anyway, I didn't, because the AC guy that was here replaced the condenser and just left a short time ago. I didn't have time to make this an iced coffee, but there was still some in the pot, so I just poured some. There, you can kind of see it. But this isn't iced coffee, nor is it hot. This is room temperature coffee. But it was my first taste of this. And it's great. I mean, it's good. I do want to try it as a brand new pot of coffee. I want it fresh and hot, and perhaps tomorrow, because it's our, yeah, that's right. Okay, so because it's our open house, I don't have to go in until 11. So I will have coffee at home tomorrow. Fantastic. Thank you for bearing with me while I work this out. Welcome in anybody that just joined us and I did not see. Movie Mania Nick, I see you right there. Welcome in. Coming up, I'll just say, Generally, without specifics, I purchased an inverter generator, and I'll show you that soon. An inverter generator, a EcoFlow power station, the Delta 3 Plus, and I'll show you that, and a couple of solar panels, which I already did show you to plug into the power station, so that when our power goes out, I can use the inverter generator or the solar panels to feed the power station. More on that another time. But yeah, I was pretty excited about that. Charlie's first watch. Thought it was a watch store. I'm trying to think of a coffee and watch smart thing to say, and I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Love the smell and taste of coffee, but unfortunately it always upsets my stomach to the point where it's not worth the discomfort to drink it. And that's sad. Perhaps the saddest thing I've heard all day. But I have a similar thing to beer. While I was never the biggest beer drinker in the world, I did enjoy it. But now the discomfort to drink it isn't worth it because of it causes gout. And I feel your pain. Actually, it's my pain. And I'm going to guess it's worse than your pain. I don't know. That's a silly thing to say. All right. What am I doing here? All right. Let's take our first intermission. And let's play this one. All right. Coming attraction. And when we come back, we'll play our game. All right, folks.
Emergency. Batman speaking. Warning all of you to brace yourselves for big news.
The biggest.
Tell them, Robin.
Holy superlatives, Batman! It's really exciting. Soon, very soon, Batman and I will be batapulting right out of your TV sets and onto your theater screens.
That's right, Robin. Our first full-length motion picture feature in color opens a whole new world of thrills. The big screen gives us more space on land, sea, and in the air to challenge the most bataclysmic collection of super criminals that ever plotted to take over the world.
Number one, the Riddler. Question: who's going to make the feathers fly and knock Batman and Robin out of the sky? Number two, the Joker. Have you heard this one? It'll kill you, Batman. Number three, the Penguin.
There are two eggs this wily bird is going to scramble. Batman and Robin.
Number four, the Catwoman.
Oh, you're going to see the perfect crime when I get Batman in my claws.
And that's just a sample of the exciting exploits ahead in our first feature motion picture.
Holy memoranda, folks. Make a note not to miss it.
Good thinking, Robin.
It's Joey's World thought Pinch a Penny was like a Dollar Tree, and I get it. The name, it's I'm sure it's actually a better name than Dollar Tree, frankly. Let's play our game. This is Chronophoto. If you're not familiar, we're going to be showing 5 pictures. We have to guess in which year each picture was taken. The closer we are to the correct answer, the more points we get. So if we get the answer correct, we get 1,000 points for that picture. So 5,000 is a perfect score. We've done it before. We're looking to do it again. We're trying to use our wits and not ChatGPT. Also, I want you to put your guesses in the chat. And I'll read those out and determine what a good guess might be. I'm not great at this game, but many of you are. What else? Oh, we can guess anywhere from the year 1900 to the year 2024. That's the range of years in which we can guess, again, 1900 to 2024. This is our first picture. And I'll zoom in on it. Here we go. All right. It looks to me, this is actually, before I determine what year this is made, this looks like number 4 here set a timer on his camera to get a group shot, and he didn't make it to the group in time for the photograph before the timer went off. And that's why they're kind of chuckling in the picture there. So this is kind of a funny photograph. All right, but let's look at some clues and determine when this may have been taken. And I'll just zoom into the group here. We have more than one turtleneck. We have 5 baseball caps. 6 baseball caps. No, sorry. We do have 5. That's 5. She's wearing a bucket hat. Who are these? Are these famous people? The guy in the white turtleneck looks like, now I can't remember their names. When David Letterman moved to the Ed Sullivan Theater to do his CBS show, he had a couple of store proprietors in a neighboring souvenir shop or whatever it was. I can't remember their names, but this guy in the white turtleneck looks like one of them. And I do not remember. Near the end of the show, they last few years, they stopped going to that store to interview those guys. Oh, man, they were on all the time, though, at the beginning. The plaid, the black and white plaid shirt was of a time. Are these acid washed jeans? I thought that may have been an LA Kings baseball cap, hockey baseball cap, but I don't think it is. Sunglasses on a strap hanging around this guy's neck, again, of a time. The guy in the plaid also has his t-shirt tucked in. Early to mid 90s, maybe. Early 90s might be my guess. Now I know mustaches have made a comeback lately, but I'm thinking this guy has a mustache at the tail end of the previous time mustaches were popular. Same here. This might be part of a goatee. It's hard to tell. How about this guy? Boots. Tucked in t-shirt again. What else? Is this a picture of a picture? What's going on at the bottom? I don't know. All right, turning to the chat. I'm going to leave it there. Actually, I'm going to zoom in just so we can get a little better look at the people. All right. I think our first guess today is 1995. All right. 92. Another 92. What did I say? I don't think I said a specific year. 1990, 95. Another 92. 88, 94. Birch or aspen trees. What does that have to do with the year? I know. That's funny. Mujibur and Sirajul. Thank you so much. That's exactly who they were. And that guy looks like one of them to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering. We have another... 91? I think our most common guess... We had a couple of 95s, but I see 3 1992s in there. I'm going to go with that because that's kind of what I was thinking. 1992. I think Prime, Mujibur, and Sirajul. Survey says. Hey, that was the correct answer. Well done, gang. 1,000 points for our first one. Here's picture number 2. Girl Scouts? Or brownies, perhaps? What this... Okay. The aspect ratio of this picture is suggests it may have been taken with a phone. I don't know. I mean, not that you couldn't take your instant camera and turn it on its side, but why would you? I think this was taken with a phone, but let's zoom in. I think I'm going to guess they're brownies because they're dressed in brown. Heck, this could be any year from the last 60 years. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this wasn't taken with a phone. I don't know if there's a strict dress code, but none of these girls have, say, Crocs on or any sort of athletic footwear. These shoes look dated. Like maybe this is from the 70s. What else? What else do we have? Oh, the saddle shoes, 70s. This girl in the middle, her glasses. There's only 13 stars on the flag. No, that's not right. It looks like they're all wearing Mickey Mouse gloves. And that's the very right of the picture. Yeah, the adults, I don't know if that's an adult. She is. I think this is older than I originally thought. I'm going to say 1976. I know they'd have an American flag anywhere they were, but the bicentennial, we've seen a number of bicentennial pictures in Chronophoto. So I'll go with that. I don't really know. I might be way wrong. I'm going to say 1976. Now I turn to the chat. Ben says, what's with the gloves? Great question. All right, 1969, 65, 62. Well, you guys are thinking this is earlier than I do. Again, I told you, I'm not great. 57. Oh, wait a minute. You are able to tell how many stars are on the flag by their alignment. Good eye. So, before 1959 is what you're saying. Did anybody guess anything like that? Or are you just pondering in the chat? Debbie, welcome in. All right, we have a... Ben says 57, and he worked it out. 75, 68, 62. Keith says they're wearing gloves because they're lining up for a parade. Thank you, Keith. Noah, welcome in. Just in time for picture number 2. 63. Noah says 59. I'm going 57 because Ben said so and he wore my shirt yesterday. All right, 1957. Survey says 62. We had some 62s in there. Paul Eichenlaub, 1962. He put it in there more than once. Oh, that he was the only one to put that. Great job, Paul. We have 1,640 points. Let's move on to the next one. Those 57. That was. I thought it was in the 70s. That's how bad I am at this. Okay, automobiles. Scattered people. I don't know where this is initially. I don't know if it matters. Let's zoom in. Hey, Walgreens. All right, we have some is this a scene from The Untouchables? That's what these cars remind me of. So what, 20s, 30s? '30s, perhaps? These cars? I'm just guessing. Let's see. I can't zoom in too far. I start losing resolution, but we have streetcars. A lot of jaywalking. Well, maybe not so much. W.C. Field. Or is it Fields? Oh, there's a license plate. Can't see anything, though. This could be, I'm guessing, late 20s, early 30s. I'll say 1930, but I don't know. Maybe a bit later. I'll say 35. Just a guess. Okay. Okay. Just jumped on me. Oh, okay. 1932. We have a 36, 33, 36. I'm with you guys. Somewhere around there, right? 1940. We have another 35. Mary Ellen and I are thinking alike. Great minds. 1932. Gloria also saying 35. 33, 36, 34. Jonathan Chong, welcome in. Good to see you. All right. Now, $35. I'm just going to go 35. I think that's what it is, and I'm not alone. And I have to redeem myself. Survey says 31. We had a couple of 32s. I don't remember a 31. We were close. Originally, I said 30. Oh, well. Okay. 2,348 points. Here's picture, 4? I don't remember anymore. And I hate it. Although this might be a historical event that somebody in our chat may be familiar with and can nail this right on the head. Is this horse in the act of sitting down or laying down? I don't know what's going on here. Is there anybody holding the reins? This is difficult to see. I do see it right there in the middle. I do see a mustachioed gentleman with his right arm extended out, but I can't really tell what's going on. Who's in the carriage? Can't tell. This appears to be, I don't know if this is a parade or just a military escort. Perhaps it's a funeral procession. Maybe it's a wedding procession. I think this is very early 20th century. Remember, again, the earliest year we can guess is the year 1900. I'm thinking 19... Is this pre-World War I? All right. Queen Elizabeth? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Now, is this a palace, or is this a cathedral? Is there scaffolding in front of it? What is all that? There appears to be a tin shack over on the right side. A gas street lamp. I'm assuming it's gas. I have no idea what it is. Okay. Mr. Fulton Mraz, hello to you. I hope you're well. Thanks for being here. Thank you for your guess. 1928. We have a 1926, another 26, 21, 27, 1906, 1911. That's kind of what I was thinking. I was going to say 1910. I don't think I ever did. This is in England. Are we sure about that? Looks European, not British. Okay. Arnie's here. Welcome in, Arnie. Sorry about your traffic troubles. Buckingham Palace or Russia? I'm right there with you. Let's see. 47. We have a 25. 1912. 1909. Hello, Mark. What did Charlie say? 26. We had a couple of 26s. Kind of think it's earlier than that, though. But I don't know. I'll say 26. Let's try it. You know what? Paul. What did Paul say? He deserves a guess here. Did I see what... Did you put a guess in here? Did I miss it? 25. All right, I'm going to go with that one. 1925. Survey says... Ooh, 1908. Who was around there? I was. I said 1910. 1912. 1909 says Mark. That was a great guess. Lots of 20s in there. A lot of guesses in the 20s. 1911, 06. We were all nibbling right around there. Did anybody say 08? It doesn't matter. I didn't use that guess. Okay. We can still get 3,400 points on our last picture. And here it is. We are just outside the Hotel Classic. We got some banners. Natraj. I don't know what that says. I don't think I said it correctly either. There is a license plate. Am I crazy, or does that say 2020? I might be crazy. Maybe not. I don't know where this is. I don't know who this is. Taxi. So before Uber controlled the world. Let's see. Oh, there's the bakery cafe. I can't read those other signs. Tissot? Is that what this says? Something. Quality Time? Is that a watchmaker that I'm not familiar with? Another sign I can't do much with. Konica. Is that a statue? I think it might be, but I don't know what it is. Well, this guy's front and center. Is this Turkey? I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here. What's he wearing on his Adidas? Perhaps. Don't really know. The automobiles. Well, okay, let's look at this automobile here. Behind this woman, that looks like a automobile from the 60s or 70s to me. But these other automobiles look a little more modern. The car with the visible license plate. So nobody thinks this says 2020? Actually, as I look closer at it, the second and fourth digits look different. So not the same thing. They're not zeros. Well, maybe one is, but they're not both. All right. Let me zoom out here. Gosh, what about this banner over here? Something Tower. I don't see cell phones, cell towers. I'm thinking maybe this is. I'm looking at the front end of this automobile in the foreground with a more rounded front end, and I'm thinking 90s. I mean, it could be late 80s, sometime in the 90s, if I had to guess, and I do because that's the name of the game. 1995. I don't know. All right. I'll leave it there and turn to the chat. Where's our first guess? Is it this? 82? A couple of 82s? 74? 78. Another 78. 87. 1980. 92. Chris, welcome in. Looks can be deceiving on this one. 2014. Interesting. It very well could be. 1991. 94. Jonathan Chung, I'm going 94. And I'm so confident about this one, I'm going to put my thumb on the celebratory sound effect. Here we go. Survey says, I'll give us a little one. 1996. Who said that? Did anybody? We were all earlier. But, you know, Chris, you were right in that it was a bit deceiving. What did I say, 94? I was kind of close. So many of us were. We had 849 points there. with a total of 3,250. Again, as always, I don't really care how we do. I mean, it's a lot of fun to score well, to do well in the game, but I have fun playing with you guys, so that's the name of the game for me. All right, 751. Wow, really already? Okay. Let's take a second intermission here. When we come back, I have a top 15 list about foods that people hate.
Mr. Projectionist, stop the show. Here's great news you ought to know. We've just got a shipment of taste-thrilled treats, all tip-top quality and delicious eats. There are hot dogs and popcorn and candy galore. There's soft drinks and coffee and a whole lot more. So direct your steps to our refreshment stand to enjoy the finest snacks in all the land.
At the top of the 5th inning, Tigers are down 4-1. And oh, I thought something was happening. Okay. All right. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how I came up with this idea, and I usually like to keep things positive on the show. But I thought this might be a little bit interesting. There was a survey done last month, just a couple of weeks ago. 2,239 U.S. adults were surveyed about their favorite and, well, just about any number of foods. And the results of the surveys is right here, and I'm going to count down in order the top 15 most hated foods in the country. These were U.S. adult citizens that were of voting age, I guess. This is YouGov did this. Now, there was, before I show you the foods, there was on the survey, there were 6 choices. Love it, like it, neutral, dislike it, hate it, and not sure. So they were given a list of foods, a long list, and I think these are commonly not loved. Like pizza's not on here. These are foods that are common to disliked food lists. Now, I could have just gone with the hate it column, like the one that received the most hate it votes. But what I did was I combined the hate it column and the dislike it column, and that's how I made this list today. So we're going to do that. And at number 15, am I ready? I think so. Here we go. Eggplant. Now, I like eggplant, but I get it. I've heard somebody call eggplant, it tastes like I'm eating a dirty sponge. Now, I do get that, and there are different ways to eat eggplant. Eggplant Parmesan is wonderful. Like eggplant fries. Occasionally, Aldi will have eggplant fries, and I know you can get them at any grocery store, but and you dip it in I don't know, cocktail sauce, ranch, whatever you want. I like eggplant. That's not my problem. But that was number 15 on the list. Number 14, and I kind of get this one, okra. Again, it kind of depends on how this is prepared, but those big seeds in the middle, I just don't. There's a texture problem here, and I'm not into it. We used to have a jar of pickled okra in our refrigerator for a long time. Nobody was touching it. But if they're cut up small enough, I can tolerate it. But it's not my favorite. I get it. All right. Number 13, back to a food I do like. And again, it depends how you prepare it. Brussels sprouts. I always say Brussels sprouts with just saying the singular Brussels, but it's not. It's Brussels sprouts. But I never say that. I say it quickly so nobody knows if I'm saying it correctly or incorrectly. Brussels sprouts. But I like them. But I get it. It can be bitter to some people. Speaking of, number 12 on the list, kale. Now, we don't do it so much anymore, but there was a time where we were making our own kale chips. And you just, coat them with olive oil and sprinkle them with salt, and you pop them in the oven, and they dry out, and they're a pretty good, healthy snack. We haven't done that in a long time, but I get it. Kale, not the best of your leafy greens. Number 11 on the list, beets. I thought I loved beets. And as I found out recently, not as much as I thought I did. Now, when I have beets, usually it's a small bite in a Greek salad, perhaps, or a slice of beets that I break up into little bits. Recently, maybe 10 days ago, we went to Costco. I went to Costco, and I saw a box of organic beets. And I know beets are good for gout. So I said, I'm getting these because I love beets, and this is perfect. And they were full beets. They were vacuum packed. And I started eating one like an apple. And it was a bit much. I didn't hate it, but it went down a couple of notches on my favorite foods. It was never on my favorite foods list, but you know what I mean. But I get it. But beets are good. I like beets. Number 10 on the list, there's such a wide variety of sushi, but I get it. If you're not into raw fish, which a lot of sushi can be, but quite often you can get sushi that has no fish at all. So I'm guessing a lot of the items on this list, maybe these people have never tried before, or maybe it just turns them off. I don't know. Now I'm skeptical about this list, but about the people that helped compile the list, the ones surveyed. But when I would eat fish, I don't really eat it anymore. But when I did, I did like the sushi, what is it, nigiri or whatever. Sushi's good stuff. Number 9, with a bit of a higher ranking than sushi, is blue cheese. I know it's an acquired taste. I don't think I liked it as a kid. I do like it now, but you can't eat a hunk of blue cheese like it's a candy bar. I mean, you've got to. It's to accompany other things. Some people might find it stinky or whatever, and that's real cheese, right? That's that was on PTV Live. They were talking about stinky cheeses yesterday on their Taste of England. Check it out. Number 8. Where am I? Okay, number 8. I've never had this. I never want it. Chitlins. Chitlins, if you're not familiar, are made from pig intestines. Now, if you're out there saying, Jim, what's wrong with pig intestines? If you're the same people that gave me grief for trying poop coffee, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I just find it different. This is organ meat, and I know now I know that stuff's super bad for gout, so I'm never gonna have it. But this picture is awful. I don't want it. Number 7 on the list, again, how many people have really had this? I remember trying this as a kid and finding it super salty. I don't know if I hated it. I guess I did. I've never had it again. This is caviar. In this picture, brought to you by Bemka.com, House of Caviar and Fine Foods. And there are a number of different caviars, most commonly black or orangish red. I don't know what the other ones look like, capers to me, but yeah, it's just salty. Again, they're fish eggs, right? So I get it if that turns people off. Number 6, sticking with seafood, so to speak, squid or calamari. I've had calamari, and I've enjoyed it. I remember enjoying it. This dish looks like it's not raw, but it's not fried. I'm pretty sure what I had was fried. I don't know if that's true, actually. But I've had calamari, and I must have had a positive experience because it doesn't turn me off. Number 5, oysters. I don't know if I've ever had oysters like this. So I can't say much, but they look slimy. They look ooey gooey. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to have it. Probably not going to have it now, but people love oysters. So what are you going to do? Number 4 baffles me because, again, I think it depends how you prepare it. And I think maybe a lot of the people that put tofu as a one they hate or dislike they've never really had it. Tofu, to me, takes on whatever you cook it in. So if you cook it in teriyaki, it's going to taste like a chunk of teriyaki protein to me, just as an example. But tofu, if it's not done right, it could be like eating a shoe leather or something too. I mean, it just depends. Back to the sea for number 3. Poet and didn't know it. This is sardines. Again, I don't recall ever having a sardine. Are there bones in them? I don't know. Do they remove the bones? Now, I've seen sardines in a can where it looked like an entire fish. This looks like heads were cut off and tails. Maybe these are a little larger. I don't know. Scale is indeterminate here. But, yeah, sardines. I think I'm assuming, just salty. And again, they're fish. Are they raw fish? I don't even know. I don't know much about sardines, but there you go. Number 2, now I used to like this, liver. Growing up, we had chicken liver quite often. But I've also had liver and onions. I've had liverwurst. I used to enjoy it. Not a lot. I couldn't eat liver like I would eat a steak, for example. But again, it's organ meat. I'm not going to have it ever again in my life because it's just bad for gout sufferers. But I used to like liver. But I get it. It's liver. I get it. Number 1 on the list, back to the sea, anchovies. This is another one. I don't recall ever having anchovies. I remember it being a punchline, a joke. Getting anchovies on pizza being the last thing anybody would ever get on a pizza. But why is it available in so many pizzerias? It must be good. But again, I think it's just a salty little fish bite. I just don't ever remember having it. So if I'm being surveyed about foods I hate, I'm not going to say sardines or anchovies or oysters because I don't know. I would put not sure because I'm not sure. Now, one thing that did not make the list, I thought for sure would. Mushrooms. I love mushrooms, but I know so many people do not. Other foods that were just shy of making my top 15: olives, curry, and cilantro, which those are understandable. Ladies and gentlemen, 8:05. I don't know if Mouse Talk is live. Sometimes they are on Tuesdays. But you can go over there and check it out. I'm going to see. Oh, the Tigers are down 6-1 now. Not looking great. But here's hoping for a Chicago-Detroit World Series. We're still holding out hope. It's a long season. It's a long season. Oh, I gotta go. All right, everybody. I'll see you around the YouTube chats. Good night.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.